Such dreadful power. It's certainly beyond our current capabilities to survey such a creature. I'm amazed you even managed to stay on your feet before it, Akari. And did you notice the energy pouring out of the rift? It seems likely that a buildup of this same energy was what caused the strange lightning that threw the noble Pokémon into their frenzied states. So, our two clans truly were following different Almighty Sinnoh, but both were real. What a shocking turn of events. To say nothing of the shock hearing the commander speak so differently. I must apologize from the bottom of my heart. To the both of you as fellow leaders. You saw the truth that I could not, yet you never abandoned your trust in Akari. And to you, Akari. I acted on ill-considered presumptions and drove you from the Galaxy Expedition team, forcing you to face great hardship alone. And despite all that, you still strove to save all of Hisui. Well, it's not like we could just sit back and ignore the space-time rift. As we understood, Commander, that you had reasons to act as you did. And we understood, Commander, that you had reasons to act as you did. Commander, might I suggest when we return to the matter at hand? We've left things in quite a state up at the temple. That's the stuff, Mr. Professor. You'd rather face what's in front of us than dwell on the past, huh? Just what I expect from a real scientist. A dependable attitude indeed. Yes, let us move on. No need to speak any further about my rash actions, not to mention my loss of composure. It seems that having a car about has been a good influence on all. That's only natural. That's only natural. Akari is strong enough to defeat even this new opponent single-handedly. Whoa, 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 slow down. Did you forget that the red chain broke? Well, be alright, armed with the knowledge of mighty Palkia imparted to me. Palkia? The Pokemon that talked to you? Yes, it told me its name, but that's not all it told me. It also told me this. The Stone of Creation's beginning. The Chain of Red. The Vessel of Humankind's invention. Unite these three and calm the chaos disturbing the flow of time. And then, mighty Palkia must go with us back to the temple, it said. Well, that Chain of Red is in pieces now, but if little bits will do, I gathered those. And the Vessel of Humankind's invention, I dare say that might refer to a Pokeball. That's gotta be it, but what that part of the Stone of Creation's beginning part? Leon might have some idea. He's knowledgeable about stones and minerals. He even goes digging for ore sometime. Crazy. Didn't expect that considering he looks identical to Clay. I say identical, he looks like Clay. He's clay-coated. Is that so? Then Warden Leon will be a fine resource to consult. And what are your thoughts, Professor Laventon? Do you have any idea what this stone could be? Oh, upon my word, perhaps I do. Akari, my girl, could you lend me those plates you received from Weird Ear and the others? The ones that Volo said had messages engraved upon them. Aha, just as I remembered here on the back of the Earth plate, it says, when the universe was created, its shards became this plate. I think this may be a hint to what we need. How do you mean? Don't you see we must search for stone, or rather ore, I suppose, that shares the same material properties as these plates. In fact, I believe that young Leon might know where to find such a thing, as he said he'd been investigating it at Volo's urging. Now that you mention it, that Volo fellow's come around the diamond settlement asking about those plates before, too. This seems like a lead worth following. It's decided then. Thus begins our search for the Stone of Creation's beginning. Although the name is rather a mouthful when you say it, I propose we call it Origin Ore. Mission, the counterpart. Irida, may we ask for your clan's aid once more? Of course, I'll call Leon to the summit camp at once. I waited as long as anyone could reasonably, but my invitation just never came, so I decided to honor you all with an unsolicited visit. Be glad and rejoice. Now, Adamant, I see all those other louts have their little tasks to be getting on with. What of the Grey Melly? Where's my role in all this? I'm your leader, Melly. Show a shred of respect, would you? Fine, whatever. Just hurry up and give me a job, great leader Adamant, and make it a good one. You want a job? Fine. Your job is to support the others. All the wardens are busy looking after their nobles and keeping the people of our clans from panicking. Take a hint. Oh, Adamant, oh, you silly, foolish boy. Don't you understand anything? Everyone has work they are suited to and work they are not. And before I forget, it seems you weren't entirely useless after all, Galaxy Team Grunt. Well done, you. Take this as a reward for your adorable efforts. Just my way of encouraging the people. The little people, and you're all so little compared to me. Man, shut the fuck up, Melly. I've brought Leon. Yeesh, that ugly hat suits you as poorly as this important role does. I don't like this at all. I should be the one consulted for my wisdom. Hisui's ores and stones are her precious resource. Since I was first to realize that fact, it's only natural that I should first be consulted. If you have a problem with that, perhaps you'd like to take it up with Cleavor in battle. With that bumbling ball of yours. Excuse me, that bumbling ball is more than capable of zapping you both. Well, of both you and that ugly bug of yours, all the way back to your stupidly oversized tree. Shall we prove it to you now? Melly, give it a rest and play nice with the Pearl Clan folks for once, would you? Bigger things are at stake here. But Adamant, everyone back home is all worked up because the Pearl Clan got to speak to Almighty Sinnoh or Palkia or whatever. You want them to hog all the glory? Warden Leon, if you would. Certainly. Let us set up at once. We make for the primeval grotto. Alright, 10 minutes in the video. Hey guys, Stitches here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Legends Arceus. I know I cut the video at a weird time last time, but it was kind of relevant for me to do so, considering the tasks we were doing in this video. Last time, we climbed up Mount Coronet all the way to the summit. Not only that, but we went to the temple atop the summit. And what did we do but face Benny, and then Commander Komodo, and then confronted the legendary Pokemon Palkia, considering Irida joined us on our quest, though we would have confronted Dialga first. However, Palkia revealed that it was only after the fact that Palkia came to warn us about Dialga's frenzied state. And now we're here hatching a plan to try to subdue it. The only thing I would really say you miss out on between the two variations of the counterpart, by the way, is there's just a different boss fight against... There's just different boss fights against either one. So, yeah. Anyways, since we can come over here and we caught it, here it is. Palkia! Is quite the Pokemon. It is a legendary Pokemon of time. Or it is a legendary Pokemon of space, rather. And it is kind of underwhelming, honestly. One big thing people point out about its design is it vaguely looks like a dick with its shoulder pads and weird-shaped head. I've never once thought this about Palkia. I've always thought that its head kind of looks like a knight headpiece. I honestly think that's more of a narrative people try to push, especially in some artworks where if you edit the rest of it out, it kind of looks vaguely phallic. But I don't really think it's that big of a deal. This guy is apparently talking about his field, but we're not going to interact with him right now. Haha. Farting on my roommate's door. Hot. Anyway. We need to come over here. And I think the origin ore is actually that red ore I found in an earlier video. But we're just going to casually get past this Probo Pass. Here it is. What a curious cave. I feel some extraordinary power here. As if the world itself was created in this very place. What do you think, Leon? Excuse me. Taking into consideration my knowledge of ore as my skill at mining and the strength of my Sligoo's moves, I think you'd be better leave any extraction work up to us, wouldn't you say? Sure. We're gonna have to ask you to stop right there. It's the misfortunes. Not Agatha, not Candace, and not other person. Jupiter. Clover, we haven't seen you since you walked out in the clan. Where have you been all this time? I don't have to tell you nothing. Look, you can carry on digging out that treasure you're after, and then you'll give it to us. I don't know why you even look surprised. It's not as if you were hard to follow. What we seek may be as precious as treasure, but this isn't about how valuable it is. We needed to restore this awful sky to normal. Ugh, that earnest goody two-shoes act of yours is what made me leave the Pearl Clan in the first place. Enough. I don't care why any of you ran off to play bandit, but I won't let you get in Leon's way. There are 3 of you and 3 of us. Let's go. Akari, you take charm. I bring good luck to my sisters wherever I go, and ill luck to anyone who crosses our paths. I'm the eldest, and I'll be your unlucky charm. Especially in this battle of a lifetime. You have like 2 Pokemon, I bet. Man, I'm gonna have to like take a break after this video. I'm getting rather tired, and besides, after this video I do actually have to go for other obligations. Anyway, let's ride on down. Now is Gengar. Don't hypnosis me. How dare you? Bro, the Iron Tail. With that type of tail, I bet it's strong. Well, you are rather formidable. Come on, Clover, why not come back to the Diamond Clan? Times are changing, we're changing, and we could really use someone as strong as you are. Are you joking? I've got no interest in living back at that place with all its stupid rules. Look, we'll let you keep your treasure this time, but you'd better do something about that sky. You're as strong as ever, Kakari. Maybe you really can do something about that monstrous creature atop the mountain. But even if you do, the next time we meet, you won't escape without a beating. Remember that. Honestly, those 3, would they even come here for? Oh well, I'll heal everyone's Pokemon up. The coin that I remember never hesitated to help someone in need, even if she groused as she did so. I suspect they may have been worried about us, perhaps even wanting to help. Then they should have just said so. What a pain they are, hiding behind all that attitude. I was able to extract some of that origin ore or whatever it is you wish to call it. I suppose it had better go with you, Akari. You obtained a piece of origin ore. An ore of mysterious power, spoken of in ancient myths, and said to contain the power of Almighty Sinnoh itself. That was surprisingly easy. No, you simply fail to recognize my skill. You ought to be praising my hard work, honestly. I knew we could count on you, Leon. No wonder Cleavor recognizes you as a worthy warden. Let's hurry back to Mr. Professor and show him what we've got. That Levinton's got sound judgment. Excuse me. Plus knowledge to spare, despite his silly streak. But I think that's going to be it for this video for us. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. You should also subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications. Additionally, you should check out the links in the description. There's links to my social media pages on Blue Sky and Twitter. Additionally, there's links to my Twitch page where I live stream, and a link to my Ko-fi page where for $3 a month you can get access to content early. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!